All right, we're back in the makeshift Red Bull studio here at Red Bull Hardline 2025, and of course we're joined by none other than the legend, friend of the show, Mr. Brendan Fairclough.
Oh, look at that.
Nice. Thanks for having me, guys. Thanks.
Appreciate it. Thanks for being here. You've just had a lunch, haven't you? So that just to set the scene, it's lunchtime, right?
Lunchtime,
we're sat in the studio.
Nice studio.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah,
nice studio. We put it all up, put it all together, do all the tech bits.
Here.
Yeah,
Nice,
cheers. But you didn't wake up here, did you? No.
My 2025 Hardline experience has been somewhat disjointed, should we say, this year.
Yeah.
It came up on Tuesday because we've got a new bike. So I wanted to put some hours on the bike. So I went to Dovey, built up a new bike last week. So I did a day on my new bike. Stoked, felt pretty good straight away. Dovey's a really great spot to come to get your head in the game. There's a track called Slab Track. There's got some nice jumps there. Cool atmosphere. I love it there anyway. So had a few runs on my new bike. That was good. Came here Wednesday and we walked the track. So we walked the track, and the track's fortunately or unfortunately very similar to previous years. We all know about the big Canyon Gap debacle. I mean, they could have just literally copied my settings from Rampage 23, but they didn't do it anyway. Anyway, that's enough. They could have just like traced the lip out of our 73-foot gap.
Come on, man. Yeah.
But anyway, whatever. We all know about that. So the track's very similar to previous years, which that's not a downside. It's cool tracks.
Yeah.
It's challenging. There's enough stuff going on to keep my small head busy.
Do you remember tracks a lot?
Yes and no. Like I ride a lot fewer tracks these days, and do you know what? I'd say no. I couldn't do a Verstappen going through a track and then you finish the clock and I've done whatever time I've done. But you do remember bits and bobs, and you remember moments, and you remember bits and bobs from it.
I suppose you don't forget the 90, do you?
No.
Really?
No, but
sort of etched in there.
You don't. And then also, fortunate enough to earlier on in the year, went to Sam Wren's Dark Fest, and that's got a 90-footer in there. So, worst thing you can do off a 90-foot is pull your front brake as you start it going through the air. You've just taken off, and then you decide to pull the front brake, and the thing goes sideways. So,
you know the rules. You know the rules and regs.
I know the rules and regs. Yeah, I've done it a few times. So we walked the track. The guys have done an amazing job. It looks great.
Yeah,
we're lucky with the conditions as well. I think they've had a bit of rain. It's been sunny. It's weathered nicely. So walked the track, all stoked. And then unfortunately I had a call from my wife, and things were going a bit pear-shaped back home. So she had to go and spend some time with her mum, and I had to go look after the kids.
So you drove up, let's say it's 5 hours to get up here, right? You drove up here with your Sprinter van.
Yeah.
You drove back.
And then KTM gave me fortunate enough to give me a nice 890 Adventure R for the summer to cruise around on. So I chucked that in the back of the Sprinter because I thought it'd be a wicked little means of transport to get around the event, get back to the Airbnb, blah, blah, blah. So when I got this unfortunate call, it meant I had to go home.
5 hours.
5 hours.
What did you choose to get home?
Took the KTM.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Should we cut to a clip?
That's a good clip.
Oh, yeah. But I only have a half face, trendy Steve McQueen helmet.
Yeah.
I had to go home. There's no question. I needed to put the guys first, and so jumped on the bike, flew home.
5 hours on a
5 hours M40 with a half face.
At that point of leaving, did you think you wouldn't be coming back?
Yeah, I wasn't expecting to come back. Things whatever. Things are not looking great, but came back and came back this morning. Drove up
this morning. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
So I was home for a day and a half. Came back this morning.
Well, we're pleased to have you back.
Yeah.
I saw you this morning at roughly 9 o'clock.
Yeah, so left at 5 this morning.
At 5.
Oh, you left at 5. Okay. Yeah.
Cruised up.
And what vehicle did you decide to bring this time? Because you now have a fleet of vehicles up here.
Grabbed my coffee before, so I didn't wake the kids up.
Nice.
Sneaked out the house.
Dad's off to work.
Yeah.
Where's Dad?
Then I managed to get to a place called Telford before I stopped again, and I got another big coffee.
So you didn't one bang the drive. You did.
No.
Okay, right. Okay.
But then as soon as I got this coffee, I was like, geez, I've literally just had coffee.
Yeah.
And I was like pumping weird like trance music on the way up, just like what's
ready.
going on. Fully knowing what I had in my small brain that I wanted to do. And then got here at 9, picked up my bike and had a water.
Okay.
Nice.
Had a bar of some sort, and then
Can we throw into the mix to make it more hectic? You had a bike change because the colours weren't current, so you've actually also had a frame swap. So you're on a brand new bike now.
So we had a frame swap to a more current colour. So literally the bike I just rode, I promise you, has had a bounce around the field, and then just like that.
Just turn it up to 11.
Well, what time was it? You arrived. I was up on the hill. I heard Brendan's arrived at the bottom.
Yeah, it was like about 9 or whatever I arrived. Yeah.
Next thing, we see you on track on a Suron, having a quick look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just there's a drop off in the middle, and it's like it's really quite harsh. Previous years it's been quite harsh. I put an Instagram post up a couple of weeks ago, like an old post of just like landing it fairly smoothly and a big head bang, and because you also have to land like almost immediately on the brakes.
Yeah.
Because it carries down into quite a rough little rise down into a really cool left-hand corner. Everyone must have seen the top guys are hitting it so sick. So I wanted to go up and just check some speed. So I really was conscious not to overshoot that. And bear in mind that when I've been at home, I've been checking every single person's Instagram post.
Have you? Yeah.
I watched like Eddie's full like 40 minutes vlog of like practice and everyone building their way through. And I feel like I'm quite good at looking at stuff and learning from it. I mean, if you tell me something or I have to read it, then it's just gone. But if you look at stuff, I can. So I'm been pulling in all this information I got here and just started asking people this and that, and like, yeah, I had a pretty good view of what I needed to do.
Well, you clearly did. You called out the one bang. You called out the one bang.
Only to you and Rob.
Yeah. So to Warner and I, we were on top of the drop, and you said you were going to one bang it.
Yeah.
So what happened next? That's quite a big check to write, isn't it? After a 5-hour drive.
And then once I did it, I was just like, why the hell? So then I picked my athlete because no one's done a full run yet, really, because everyone's just been working their way in. And then I believe Ronan and G did one this morning for their POV run.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So I knew it was doable. And then
they did it. They've had a bit of practice. I'll be honest.
And then I found Kaos. We're sort of like I really trust him. He's a great bike rider, great bike handler. And I said, "Oh mate, do you fancy it?" And he's like, "Yeah, mate, let's go for a full run."
Had he done one?
No, he didn't done one.
Oh.
He didn't done, but he's obviously been there.
Yeah, he's had to practice.
He's gone through it. He's gone through the motions, and he was like, "Oh mate, I'll be well up for that. If we don't do it now, I don't think I'm going to do it before seeding." So I was like, "Come on, mate, let's go." And I asked Jono first, and he was a full no. And then Kaos was keen, so we cruised up, and then I was riding from the start down to I was riding from where we get dropped off down to the start, and mate, my legs were burning like hell. I was like, "Oh no!" Like I didn't know. And then I filmed that on my GoPro as well because I wanted to check the angle because I didn't want to like do my full run or whatever and just GoPro me like that. Yeah. So I checked my angle. I did my legs were aching, so I did a few push-ups at the top, did a few squats, and then we just sat on the start gate. And then like Kaos was like pretty keen to get going.
Yeah.
So
I was just like, let's go.
I love it. That's the most insane. And top to bottom went well.
Yeah, talk us through it.
Yeah. You forget all the like hardline is like it's obviously such a hard technical downhill track, but the features are generally ridden at one speed.
Okay.
Genuinely, like a 90-foot jump, you do 60 k's an hour. Let's say if you're doing a 90-foot jump at 70 k's an hour, you're going to go too long. If you do it at 50 k's an hour, you're going to go too short. So the features are ridden fairly like there's a speed,
Consistent yeah.
speed, yeah. But often what it comes down to is how you get the section before the features.
Right.
So I did all my research on how you get into the features, because there's often like gnarly rock sections and ruts and rocks and whatever that you have to get right before you get into the feature. So you have to make sure you're up to speed before you get in. So I did all that, and I was pretty confident. I was like, let's just go. And went out the start, and as soon as I went out, I was like, my arms are pumping up already. I was like, this is not good. So I went out with not a huge amount of confidence that it was going to be doable, and then we just got into it a bit. Bear in mind, my poor bike has done...
This is the breaking.
You're breaking it in.
First outing.
You're just running it
It's
in.
first outing. Yeah, so, but no, it went super well. I overshot the 90 footers really bad. I knew what to do, but my body overtook my brain at the point. And it was like, I just don't want a case. So, and I knew the word was like a little tug, not a pull. Just like an in-between, a small pull.
Yeah.
But I went massive, dude.
Yeah, we were stood there.
I went massive.
We heard you like, whoa!
And I previous years I remember doing the first 90 and then braking. Like often that's what people would do the first break, go back up, and then we'll go do them again. But I promise you, even Sam Hill back in 2010, 2009 would not have been able to brake after that first 90 footer. Like I landed so harsh, as soon as my neck had recovered, I was on the lip of the next one going. And the footage is pretty funny, I'll give it to you. I just go, oh no! And then land and then, whoa no! But it all went really well. Like the tracks were really cool and nice, and had quite a nice time.
This is probably a bit of a silly question, but that first run, that one bang you just did,
Yeah.
What sort of pace is that for you?
Oh, it's slow, because I mean, Kaos is pulling away from me the whole time.
It's blind.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like when you think about it,
So-
it's a blind run.
Like I
blind
said,
run,
it's
yeah.
like all the bits in between that you have to carry speed, and you have to know like this side of the rock or that side of the rock is where like you carry your speed into stuff. I was crap, but yeah. But luckily, Kaos mellowed it down a bit, and he I mean, he was still far ahead of me, but yeah, we got down.
Oh,
Wow,
mate,
dude.
we're stoked you made it back.
Yeah.
Made it down in one piece. You going to head up for practice now?
Yeah, I'm going to go up and actually do some actual practice.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Is there anything? What features have you got your like eye on now?
Honestly,
that you're like, okay, I want
just
to
the whole
practice
top
X?
rock section, I'm really not very good at rocks, just because we live in lovely dirt.
Yeah.
So why would you ride a rock? So I'm going to go get my eye on those a little bit. And just make my way down. I believe the 90s are closed because of the wind now.
Okay.
So we'll see.
You could
will
practice the beeline.
I was going to say we
Yeah.
practice the beeline.
Yeah, how did that go for Cade yesterday?
Well, true.
Yeah.
Not great the day.
No.
Yeah, not great.
So we'll see. I'm just going to take my time and...
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. There he is. Take
No,
my
I
time.
just was watching the other day and I was like, it'd be cool doing a top to bottom. Like the first
that's
run.
wicked.
Yeah,
That's
so
sick, dude.
worked out well.
Well, big thanks, Bren. Rooting for you. Biggest one bang of all time. Brendan
Yeah.
Fairclough.